What's up guys, it's Philly215 here, and today I'm going to show you where to find all 8 character dolls in Halo 2 Anniversary. Okay, so to point out a couple of things, I'm going to be doing all these missions on easy, and I'm going to have the Sputnik skull activated. Now one last note, if you press the double squared button on your Xbox One controller, it will switch back between classic and the remastered version. So you want to start off on Delta Halo, and once you start off, you want to finish the very first area, and the second area you're going to come upon, there will be Ghost. Now you want to hijack a Ghost and backtrack slightly to this area. Now I'm in classic mode right now, and at certain times it's easier to climb surfaces when in classic mode. So just go ahead and climb the surface with the Ghost like I'm doing here, and just travel all the way across to the very lower part over in this area. Now once you get over here, you want to switch back to the remastered version because that's the version that the dolls appear in. So there you go, there's where the first doll is. The next map up is Regret. Get through this very first area here, and once you get out of this room, you want to come out into the open, and I would suggest throwing a frag grenade, but you can do it with a plasma grenade as well. But you're going to need a grenade jump across this big gap over to the other side, and once over here, you want to do the same exact tactic, throw a grenade against this ledge, and grenade jump up here to this upper level. Now you want to walk around and make sure you're in the remastered version, and here will be the second doll. Next map up is Sacred Icon. Now once you start the mission, you want to go up to these pillars over here and press the right bumper, and that will activate them. And from that point you'll be able to fall down. Use this method for pretty much a majority of the mission, all the way up till you get to this area right here. Continue through and then make a left and jump on top of this little pillar right here. Use a plasma grenade to grenade jump yourself to the upper level. Now continue all the way along to the end here and make a left, and it's going to be pretty dark. I use a plasma pistol here, but the third doll will be sitting right here. The fourth map up is Quarantine Zone. Now when I say that this is probably the hardest one out of all the dolls to get, I mean it, and it's just because of the level itself. The level itself is just extremely confusing, in my opinion, and it just takes forever to get to the point that you could collect this doll. But once you get to this moving column here, you're going to be on this thing forever. But when it finally comes to a complete standstill, you want to come out and make a right and throw a grenade against this little ledge here and grenade jump over to the upper level column here, and in the remastered version, the fourth doll will be waiting right here. The fifth map is Gravemind. Now, continue through this mission, I would say pretty close towards the end. As soon as you pass these two hunters, you want to go outside and hold to the right and go all the way up to the upper level. Now you want to jump onto this rock and then jump crouch over to this ledge. From here you want to jump up a little bit here to this point just so you can catch some grip, and then jump once again to get to a higher point on this ledge. Continue all the way up this rock until you get onto a more stable platform here, and then you just want to walk all the way to the end, and it's kind of hard to see, but the fifth doll will be waiting for you. The sixth map up is Uprising. Continue through this level all the way up until you get to this area here. Honestly, it's pretty hard to miss. This is the only way to really go. So just continue all the way till you get to this area, and then you just want to jump onto this rock and continue all the way along till you get to the very edge right here. And I would suggest a plasma grenade jump to the upper level here. Now once you get up on top of this rock, you are obviously going to see a gigantic gaping hole in front of you that you could fall down into this valley. You don't want to do that. Hold right and continue around the edge here, and you want to get on this upper level raised like ledge that you could walk along. And this whole time I'm staying in classic mode once I'm up here because it's just easier, more simple that way. Kill this jackal, and then you're going to want to jump crouch up to this ledge. It can be quite tricky, so if you need to backtrack a little bit to get to higher ground and jump forward to do the jump crouch, I would suggest that. It'll take a couple tries. If you have a plasma grenade, roll out. Once up here, you want to just make a left and then continue completely straight, pretty much, just like how I'm doing in the video. It's a pretty lengthy walk, but it's very simple. There's nothing complicated about it. Just walk all the way in the direction I'm walking, and towards the very end where it looks like a dead end, in the remastered version, the doll will be waiting for you. The 7th map is High Charity. Now, continue through this mission all the way till you get to the area I am now, and walk underneath this column, and actually up in this darkened area there's a ledge that the 6th doll is on. I would suggest using your flashlight, and it's going to be kind of hard to make out what's going on in the video, but once you're reenacting it, it's actually pretty simple. It's the easiest one to pretty much get to. Okay, the 8th and final map is The Great Journey. Now this map can be quite tricky. You actually want to get into this vehicle right here and drive it all the way till you see the scarab, and you want to park it under the scarab. Now, you could leave it here, don't worry about it, but the best thing I would suggest, and this is why I've been doing all this on easy, is you can't die, because if you die and you respawn at the checkpoint, the vehicle disappears. So just take your time, get through this area, you're gonna hit a cutscene, and eventually you'll be able to fall back down if you haven't died, and your vehicle will be waiting here for you. If it isn't, I wouldn't worry too much. There should be a Banshee here. If you do hit a checkpoint, there might be a Banshee here. You could go ahead and hop in it, and if you backtrack, there will actually be this same vehicle driving past at a certain point, so you could then try and acquire that. But drive all the way back to the area I am now, and just pretty much mimic the video. And once you get towards this ocean looking like thing, don't worry about it, just drive through it. And once you get to this area, I would suggest being in classic mode. It's just easier to get up the surfaces here. Continue along all the way till you pretty much get to the highest mountain. It's pretty easy. It's just, you know, shimmy yourself on certain ledges that are hard to get up on, and once you get some leverage, just boost, and the boost will take you all the way to the top. But once you get to the highest mountain and you go into the remastered version, the 8th and final doll will be waiting here for you. But there you go, guys. That's how to get the ToyBox achievement in Halo 2 Anniversary. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, leave a like. It helps me out a lot in return. I did spend an hour and a half, you know, gathering all this footage, so, you know, it helped me out a little bit. But thanks so much, guys, for watching, and as always, it's Philly 215. Peace!